All right, for the National League, uh, you know, the best team in the National League is obviously the Giants. At least for me, until somebody knocks them off, they're the best. That's how I roll with sports. Period. Unless there's been a massive overhaul, like the '98 Marlins. They're not the best team. They weren't the best team in baseball. Um, so I think personally that the Nationals will indeed win the East as we go into that division. I think the Nationals will win the East easily, um, by at least 6, 7 games. That's not really easily when you think about it, but I like the Nats to win the East, winning 100 games, having the best record in baseball again for second straight season. The problem for them might be they are too if their mind is, so fixated on what happened in Game Five last year against the Cardinals, then that could harm them. But baseball is such a weird thing, when it comes to thinking about the past. And you got to have a short memory in that league. You got to have a short memory in every league, really, in my opinion. So, I like the Nats to win that division, not going away, but close enough. Um, I also think, excuse me, I also think that the Braves are, you know, worth everybody's time. They're not some team that just, oh, we're gonna put this together and maybe we can make a shot at the Nationals, but other than that, we're not gonna do anything. No, that's a good team. That team is a lot. Um, I mean, they're not the Nationals when it comes to they have like the Nationals have the best bullpen I think in baseball, or at least one of them. Have a great rotation and a great lineup. So they're going to be really tough to deal with. But Atlanta can match them. Atlanta has a really good bullpen. Even though we need to find out what's going on with Johnny Venters, one of their setup guys. You know, um, you know, of course they have the best closer in the game. I still think Mariano Rivera is the best, but the if there's a 1A, there's definitely Kimbrel. Um, it's just my worry with Atlanta is can they stay healthy? Because Brian McCann, to me, I thought would be the best catcher in the game with ease for a while. But then again, who knew Buster Posey would turn out to be this damn good? MVPs, type good. Um, a lot of people thought he could be, but um, so excuse me. So basically, from what I can tell, I got the Braves second. They could win the division. You know, Nationals don't play as well as they should. Things like that. Yeah, I think they could, but I don't see that. And you know, the Braves will finish second. Up and ahead. They're gonna be a really good team. Atlanta with their bats and their pitching and their bullpen, they'll be fine. They're gonna finish in second place. Followed by Philly. I got the Phillies finishing third. Basically, the reason I have them finishing third is because I'm not sure I can trust their health. They could compete though, and possibly get a wild card spot if they're healthy and get some luck because Halliday, Lee, Hamels, that's pretty formidable. That's a pretty good trio. That's probably the best trio in baseball. The reason I put them over the top is because Hamels is better than, let's say, Washington's third guy or San Francisco's third guy or Los Angeles' third guy or Detroit's third guy. So, I put them. I'd say they have the best rotation in the game. So Philly's third, followed by the Mets in fourth. The Mets, I just, why is a team that we all thought would be such a problem after the 2006 season. Why have they turned into basically rubbish for the last 5 seasons? 2007, I'll say, was a good year, other than the collapse. you know, this is a really good team. 4 or 5 years ago. Now they're a young team with some decent prospects. Like, they got D'Arnaud from, I hope I pronounced that right. From Toronto, for R.E. Dickey. They got some good players, in the farm system. They have Captain America, David Wright. Their pitching is going to be a big problem. Santana is gone for the rest of the season, probably. Dylan G, Matt Harvey, maybe can do something. I really don't trust their bullpen, so we'll have to see. But the Mets are they're gonna struggle a lot. In fifth place, I have the Miami Marlins. The thing about the Marlins is simple. They have a shot to do something down the road. I really like the prospects they got for Reyes, Burley, and Johnson. That catcher they have, Rob Brantley, could be something big. He is really good. They got Henderson Alvarez from Toronto. I really liked him in Toronto. He's a really good pitcher, left-handed too. So, that could be something to watch. So watch out for their kids. They have really good youngsters over there. Now if we go to the Central, I really like the Reds to win that division. It's pretty much going to be Cincinnati and St. Louis, fighting it out in that division. The reason I take Cincinnati, though, is because I really have, first of all, I have doubts about whether St. Louis can deal with the losses of Carpenter and the early loss of Jason Mott. That's going to be really killer. Now, the Cardinals, the thing about them, they could fool us all and make the playoffs. Not that we couldn't pick them anyway, because a lot of people are picking the Cardinals to make the playoffs again. I'm not, but they'll finish second, and they could probably, take the division anyway. Cincinnati has never really been the perfect model of consistency in the last decade. Anytime they win the division, the next year everyone's thinking, "Oh my God, they're gonna win it again," and that's when they go 76-86. So I think Cincinnati has a chance to be good. I think they'll win the division again. Also, I have the Cardinals second, as you all know. I love their farm system, though. Oscar Tavares is going to be, or Tavares, however you say it, is going to be phenomenal. Shelby Miller, too. Don't forget about Shelby. Shelby is really good. Just to name two guys in their sick farm system. I have the Brewers third. Milwaukee, basically, losing Gamble again, that's just awful. I thought Gamble was going to be absolutely phenomenal and, have a glorious season, and he had another setback to that knee, and that's no bueno. So, last 2 seasons for Gamble has been just completely lost, and that's unfortunate for him. Bronny, really big time player. We know that. Just needs to watch out and getting his name caught up with the wrong crowd. The rotation could be solid. I like Gallardo, who doesn't. But then they also went out and got Kyle Loesch the other day. Now, Loesch from last year, or the last 2 years for that matter. They could, that could be an extra arm that they didn't think they'd have, that they all of a sudden, hey, look what we got. I'm not really worried about their bullpen too much. I like Axford, but last year, sometimes, he would have epic times of collapse, and that's never any good. So, yeah, pretty much I got the Brewers in third, followed by Pittsburgh in fourth. Come on, Pittsburgh. Let's get to 81 wins. Let's win a winning record. Come on, fellas. And the Cubs fifth. I like the Cubs and what they're doing with their model of trying to get good. So, the Cubs and Pirates, don't worry too much about those guys when it comes to them trying to be good down the road. Because tell you guys something, the Pirates have a really, really good guy that that Garrett Cole. That's a really good play. That's a really good pitcher. So Cole has a chance to, be something for Pittsburgh. I think he will be something for them. Let's go over to the West. Uh, as you all know, the world champs reside out there, and I think they will indeed be the division winner again. Now, will they win the World Series? I don't know. I'm still, like, as I speak to you right now, I'm still fighting with that. Um, I think they will indeed finish first, followed by the Dodgers. The Dodgers spent a lot of money this offseason. They're going to spend every offseason probably. They're going to spend. Like, when Robinson Cano is a free agent, the first team's going to call him the Dodgers because they want him. They're going to try and, they don't care about overpaying. They'll overpay. They don't care. Um, so let's look for those two to finish first and second, San Francisco and Los Angeles. Now, third is interesting. I got Arizona, but I've seen some people take the Padres and get to Padres in second. Arizona is a strange case. This team has enough of everything on their team to where they could possibly compete for that division. It could be like 2011 all over again. Where not necessarily people that aren't picking them last like they did 2 years ago. And then they ended up winning it all, winning the whole division. I mean, by winning it all. It's not like that. I'm not trying to be on that. I'm not saying that at all. But what I am saying is this is a good enough team to where they could very well compete at a high level and at least fight with the Dodgers and Giants, if need be. Now, for the last two spots in the division, I'm going with Colorado in fourth and the Padres in fifth. Now, I could put the Padres in fourth, but it doesn't matter. The reason why I'm picking the Padres fifth is because I'm likely going to pick them second next year, or to compete for a wild card next year. Their farm system, I really love. I've been a big fan of what they have out there, um, you know, for a couple years now. I'm not gonna bore you all with the names of some of their prospects right now, but I like the Padres' future. I really love their future. Um, Colorado, I don't know. I can't say the same about their future. I'm reason. I mean, before last year, before 2 years ago, I was number one, or before this year, I'm sorry. I was number one. Colorado Rockies are, my little adopted team. I pick them every year to do something and all that good stuff. So, Colorado fourth and the Padres fifth, but watch out for San Diego down the road. That's going to be a really good baseball team. Them and the Marlins, like I said, watch out for them in the next couple of years. Um, those are my NL predictions. The awards and playoffs will be posted by hand. By hand. Self high five. That will be posted by hand. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the videos. I know they were kind of long. If you wasted or took 20 minutes or so out of your time to watch these, I appreciate it. And If I rambled too much, fine. Tell me about it later. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll maybe I'll post more videos. I don't know. I mean, if you guys want to, I might. Um, but those are my predictions for the American and National League. So, see you guys later. Peace.